Today on Tracey's Basement, it's a Star Wars Funko Pop Haul. What's up? Welcome back to the basement. Welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. Today it is Funko Pop Haul time, and it's a big one. We have been mentioning a few times in previous videos, Jason and I are literally drowning in Funko Pops. They are everywhere. They've just kind of kept building up, and you know, we had so many other videos to do that I wasn't really doing the hauls. And no, it's gotten way out of hand. So guys, we have got to get some of these hauls out of the way. Somewhere along the line, without me even realizing that it happened, we managed to gather together 14 more Star Wars Pops, and I've got to get through these, guys. I might take it a little bit quicker than I usually do with Pop Hauls just because there's so many of them, but I will obviously still show them to you guys and everything, take them out of the box, all that good stuff. Let's get into it so that I can get through these 14 Star Wars Pops. I'm going to start out with the ones from the original trilogy, and we're going to start with Endor Luke Skywalker, number 123. I've got a fair few number of Luke Skywalker Pops at this point, but this one is pretty cool and cute. I really like it. It's got the kind of camouflage poncho deal that he wears and the helmet that he wears. I love it. It's really cute. He's got his green lightsaber. Very nice. Not my favorite Luke Skywalker Pop, but I really liked this one because it is from that particular scene on Endor, and I love the little green and yellow poncho thing. That's actually too funny. Very, very cute. Love it. I would love to see a speeder bike version, a ride with the speeder bike with Luke on it. That would be super cool. But I will accept Endor Luke Skywalker in his camo gear for now. Next one I'm going to look at is the number 124 Dagobah Yoda. So this is a newer version of Yoda, and I really, really like this one, and I'll show you specifically why. This is the previous Yoda I had, and it's really cute, and it's nice, and I like that he's holding his little lightsaber and everything, but this one just looks so much nicer. It's got the creases in the face, a lot more detail in the hair on the back there. He's got his little cane, and you can see all his individual fingers and everything. It's just more nicely done. It's more well painted, better mold. This one is really cute for sure, but they did a much nicer job on this version of Yoda, and it just kind of is more Yoda, if you know what I mean. It looks nicer and more like the character. He's got his eyes kind of half closed, he's tired, you know, that kind of thing. So I really appreciate this newer version of Yoda. I think it's a lot nicer than the original ones. The next one is an exclusive from Underground Toys. I actually got it as one of my free Pops from Pop in a Box, and I have no idea how to pronounce it, so bear with me. I'm gonna say it's Re-Yace? Re-Yace? I don't know. Number 95 Alien from Star Wars. So he is the crazy three-eyed alien that kind of looks like he's got a giraffe head. Am I alone in thinking that? I think he looks like he's got a giraffe head, but then with 3 eyes. Pretty cool. There are a lot of awesome aliens in Star Wars. This one is no exception. Great mold on the head, pretty good paint job. He's got a blaster there, and he's wearing kind of the plain brown clothes. Not bad at all. I really like the ears and the, I don't know, are those ears as well? The little thing sticking up, antenna? Whatever. It's pretty cool. I really, really like the head mold and the big eye stalks and everything. Super cool. Love the aliens from Star Wars. They make some really excellent, unique pops. And the last one from the original trilogy is kind of an old one, and I actually found this at a flea market down home, which was pretty cool. It is the number 37 Hammerhead. I was really surprised to find this guy at a flea market, especially since he's one of the older ones in the blue box and everything, and they were just asking regular price for him, so I scooped him up. He is awesome. Again, the aliens with the crazy head molds That is so cool. He's got such a weird head coming out in the front like that, and the two eyes on the side, head wrap on the back there. And his clothes are pretty cool. You can see all kinds of little rips and tears, and the scarf and everything. He's got a little pouch, and he's got those great big clawed feet and everything. Very, very cool. Very easily recognizable monster alien from Star Wars. I really like this one, and I was excited to find it at the flea market because, man, if you can find older pops like this for a decent price, scoop them up. So those are all the original Trilogy pops I have today. There are no prequel pops today. We're going right to Force Awakens, and we're going to start out with the number 111 FN2199, also known as Traitor. This is the First Order trooper who you will recognize as the guy who yells traitor and throws down his blaster and attacks Finn with this crazy taser weapon thing. Pretty awesome. I'm not going to say too much about him because there are so many Stormtrooper and First Order trooper pops, and they more or less all kind of look the same. This guy is in kind of a different pose. He's got the one arm out and the one arm holding the crazy taser weapon. But again, they're all very similar, same helmet mold, same outfit and everything, of course. So I won't say too much more about that, but I am excited to have him just because of that weapon and the fact that he is the traitor. He's awesome. Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to stand him with a Finn pop, obviously. The next one is another one that I'm gonna have to try to kind of guess at the name because so many of these characters that you never actually hear their name being spoken. But I'm gonna say it's Guavian. 112 Guavian. He is pretty cool in red and black and holding that big friggin' gun. This is a weird character, a weird cool character because of the helmet. It's just so odd and it's kind of creepy almost because it makes you imagine that he doesn't have a face under there. There's like no eye holes or anything, it's just this one weird round thing, and there's kind of a scar mark where I guess somebody may have hit him with a sword or something. And yeah, he gives the impression that if he takes off that mask, he's going to have no face, which is really creepy. He is pretty cool. I love the red and black paint and the big gun and everything. Very, very interesting helmet. Very cool. Like it a lot. Moving on to number 110, Snap Wexley. So Snap is one of the Resistance fighters, all dressed up in his space gear. And you can see he's actually quite similar to the Poe Dameron pop in the body, but there are differences. There are tubes that are black instead of gray. There's a little bit of different color on the panel on the front, that kind of thing. More or less it's the same body though. What the big difference is the helmet. He has a very different helmet, all in blue and white with some different paint on it there. Pretty cool. He's got the beard and the little communicator, I guess, whatever you want to call it there. So very nice. I like that they're a little bit different. You know, they could easily make a bunch of Resistance characters that all look basically exactly the same, just like the Stormtroopers. But these guys standing next to each other don't look like the same character, you know what I mean? So that's pretty awesome. I like the different helmet and everything. Very cool. More Resistance members is always good. You have to have lots of Resistance members because there are so many Stormtroopers. Next we'll go with the number 106, Luke Skywalker. To be perfectly honest, this pop probably could have waited until the next movie so that he has more than like 20 seconds of screen time before he has a pop. But it is still a pretty cool pop. I really like the paint job in his hair and beard. They've got the gray all like worked in there, if you can see it. He's still got brown hair obviously, but he's got all the gray worked in. Very nice. I love the beard and the mustache. They did a great job on his face with all the like wrinkle lines, and he looks old and he looks tired, you know what I mean? And he's got his robe on, of course, and he's holding his hands in front, and he has the robotic hand. Very, very nice. They couldn't have possibly done much more with him for this, you know. They couldn't have put him in an interesting pose or anything because this is from the movie. He stood like this for a few minutes, and that was about it. A few seconds, I should say. So it is a very nice pop. I do like it. I do think it probably could have waited until the next movie, but I'm happy to have it because Luke is awesome, and this is the only old Luke pop that I have so far. And from there we'll go on to the number 107 General Leia. Leia, of course, in Force Awakens is the General of the Resistance. I like this pop. I like that she's actually got her hair all twisted up in the back there, kind of reminiscent, you know, of the cinnamon bun hair. She's got her hands on her hips, cute little purple vest and everything. She does have a ring on her hand there. Very nice little pose, very cute of her. I will say this, okay? Look at Luke, okay? And Han is very similar with the marks under his eyes to show that he's old and the gray hair and whatnot. I realize that in the movie, Leia's hair has not turned gray or anything, but these Leia pops from Force Awakens, she looks just as young as she was in the original trilogy. And that just annoys me for some reason. They made a point with the Luke and Han pops of making them look older, but they didn't do that with Leia. And that actually bothers me. I do wish that she had some little marks under her eyes or some wrinkles or something, just to show, hey, this is old Leia, you know what I mean? I don't know why they didn't do that. Just thought I'd point that out. Next I got the number 105, Kylo Ren. I really like this version of Kylo Ren for several reasons. Big one being that he's actually in a dynamic pose. In the other pops I have of him, he's just kind of standing there and he's got his lightsaber at his side. But in this one, he's fighting. He's got the lightsaber held up, he's got the hand out in kind of the force choke motion. We've got, you know, his robes blowing in the wind and everything. And they got this really different stand where he's actually like in the snow, which is pretty cool. All the stands normally are just these plain black ones, but for these ones they did the actual terrain that he is standing on during this fight, so that's pretty wicked. He's got that nice texture on his robes with some holes and rips in there. That awesome, awesome hair. Nobody can deny that Kylo Ren has awesome hair. And yeah, this is just a much nicer version of Kylo, I think, with the dynamic pose and everything. Really, really like that one. And to go with that very dynamic fight scene Kylo, we also have the 104 Rey, also from that same scene. Her pose isn't quite as dynamic, but it's still pretty awesome. She's got feet apart, lightsaber held up, she's ready to fight, she's kind of in a bit of a sideways stance. Very nice. Her outfit is flowing all around her. And she is again also on that stand that shows the snowy terrain that they are fighting in. This is really awesome. I really liked the Rey character. I like all of Rey's pops. I have several of them. I love her hair. I love her outfit. I love everything about her. And I love this particular pop because of, you know, it being in the fight scene and she's ready to go and she's got the lightsaber. And these two together are just awesome. The only problem is they're not facing each other. If you put the Star Wars sign out, they aren't facing each other, so that's my only problem. I wish they had have designed them to kind of stand more this-ish, you know what I mean? But whatever, still really awesome. They're gonna look great standing next to each other on a shelf. I'm running out of room. I have to make more room. This is such a big haul. The last three I have are exclusives. This one is from Hot Topic. It is the number 117 Poe Dameron. The other pops that I have of Poe, he is in his resistance gear, you know, all suited up, but this is his more civilian gear. I guess this is what he's wearing in the beginning of the movie. He's got the leather jacket that will eventually become fins. He's holding the big gun. He's got nothing on his head. You can see his glorious hair. He's got glorious hair too. And the 5 o'clock shadow kind of beard on there. So very cool. I like this look for Poe. Obviously the resistance gear is awesome too, but I really liked how he looked at the beginning of the movie in the civilian gear and everything. And it's too bad that he loses his jacket. It looks really good on Finn, but it looks really good on him too, so I'm kind of sad that he loses it actually. And this one is the GameStop exclusive number 119 Rey. Can't have enough Rey. This is a more kind of a cutesy version of Rey. She's got her little helmet on there that she found somewhere, and she's holding the little doll. So this is kind of lonely Rey, I guess, when she's all alone and before the events of the movie really take place. And she's, you know, scavenging and all that kind of thing, hanging out all by herself. This is a cute idea for a pop. I like that she's holding the little doll. and the helmet has a very old look to it, like she probably found it buried in the sand in some space wreck. So very cute. I like this idea for an exclusive, and again, I love Rey, so I'm happy to have all of her ones. And last but not least, number 14 in this haul is actually from the upcoming movie Rogue One, and it is a GameStop exclusive. It is the Rogue One version of Darth Vader. So they made this version of Darth Vader for the Rogue One line, and he is a little bit more dynamic with the, he's doing a force choke motion. His other hand is also kind of like he's mad, you know what I mean? He's not in a good mood. It's a very, very nicely done Darth Vader pop, much better than some of the original ones. There's a little bit more detail, better paint job, a little bit of a better mold in the helmet and everything. I actually just recently got this one from Smuggler's Bounty, and this is meant to be from the original trilogy, but they are very similar, except that this one has a shinier paint and this one has a matte paint. And I can't decide which one I like better, because this is a cooler pose with the lightsaber and everything, but I actually think I kind of like the paint job on this one better with the matte. It just looks more like his outfit, you know what I mean? It looks more like fabric. Obviously the fabric bits is what I'm talking about. And it's very, I like the force choke pose. This is what the original first Darth Vader pop should have looked like, because, come on, Darth Vader doesn't just stand there, he kills people. And force choke, that is the most iconic thing. This is great. I really, really like this pop a lot. It could have been from any of the movies that Darth Vader was in, but they made this one for the Rogue One line. It's all good. Darth Vader is an awesome character, and that's an awesome pop. So there you go, guys. 14 Star Wars pops for you today. Do you understand now when we say that we're drowning in pops? Because this was just the Star Wars stuff. There is so much more stuff. So I wanted to get all these Star Wars pops ones out of the way all together. The old ones, the new ones, the very new ones. Just wanted to do them all at once and show them to you guys. They're all pretty awesome. I love them. I have no idea where I'm going to put them. Look at my Star Wars shelf. I have no idea where these guys are gonna go. Let me know what you guys thought of the haul. What do you think of these particular pops that I showed you guys today? Which ones are your favorites? Let me know in the comments section below. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat at Tracey's Basement. Links in the description box below. And of course, as always, keep coming back for more Tracey's Basement. Bye! And this is the part where you guys can give me some love. If you liked the video and you want to watch some more, here are some of the more recent ones. And if you enjoy the channel, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe right below. Please keep coming back for more videos. Bye!